I think we all want to dare to live and be more. And there's a lot of frustration with all of us about how our lives are turning out. And there's an underlying bubbling, and everywhere we look, you can see frustration. And I think if we adopted the attitude, I know, if we adopted the attitude that I can, you can, we can do and be more. We can always do and be more. And I believe that we're here. Like, we have this brief time on this earth, and we don't understand what time is. It's so minuscule. 1 billion years is just a drop in a bucket. Not even that, it's even smaller. So what is our purpose? I think it's to love, to expand ourselves, to live outside of our comfort zones, to do things that are extraordinarily fearful and inconvenient, and to make real connections, because we're all connected. Just as Kennedy said, we all breathe the same air. We all drink the same water. We all eat the same food. We're all connected. But yet, almost everybody is alone in the crowd. People today, right here, I know for a fact, 1 or 2 or 3 of you, or all of you maybe, have felt alone. Like you're in your own mind, you're in your own heart. Even though you're having a conversation with somebody, you're still alone. I feel that way all the time. And I make a very, very strong effort to connect with everybody. And I know if I'm feeling alone a lot of times, I know that Jim is, I know that Kyle is, I know that Dean is, Tawana, Desmond, Randall, and you. And then we get wrapped up in ourselves, and then we forget to even reach out to the people around us, the most important people around us. Our brothers, our sisters, our moms, our friends. We just forget. We did go a whole week and don't even call or text anybody. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We don't go out of our way to be with the people that we like and that can expand our consciousness. Well, of course we feel alone. Of course we don't want to be vulnerable, because we've all been, screwed over. But it's just the fear of reaching out. All of us, our past hurts. Every one of us has events in our past that are unpleasant. Every single one of us. Some more than others. Me and Dean have this conversation all the time because we were both raised really well. And we have this foundation that we share between each other that's very similar. And we can see in a bunch of other people that they don't have that foundation. And then that creates, in my mind, a lot of times a separation. Like, how do you reach people that are so disrespectful, so inconsiderate because they've never been taught any other way? They just don't know. And it's hard for me sometimes because I'm a human, and so I'll be a judgmental prick and say, yeah, what a dumbass. But then I have to think, some people have never been shown. Some people just don't know. I have to remind myself. And Dean helps me do that because we bring it up all the time. Dean talks about how wonderful his childhood is often. And I wish everybody would have had that kind of experience. But if you do need some help and some guidance, get the book. Get it now. It is good. And it has great reviews, and has great reviews for a reason, and it'll help us out too, and it'll help you, Tawan. When trust is broken, man, it's easy to break trust. And when somebody, we have probably all experienced something that we did not think was breaking trust, but to the other person it did. And then all of a sudden you just go your separate ways and you don't even talk to each other anymore. You don't see each other. But it leaves a little scar. But until we can just say life is just a series of small cuts, and those scars are just a ladder higher. We just keep climbing those scars. Hey everybody, like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content. It really helps a lot more people see us, and we really appreciate it. Thanks. If we don't trust again, what do we have? I know so many people that say, I don't trust anybody. People suck. But do they? I think we see what we want to see. We only see. They're good and bad people. So if you're just focused on bad, that's all you're going to see. If Mario says all people suck all the time, that's all Mario's going to see. But if he can recognize, hey, there are some bad people, there are some dark forces in this world, but they're also good. And I'm going to pay attention to the good, and I want to be around those kind of people. That's how we do it. And man, I just find it so odd that in this digital age where I can't wrap my mind around, like me and Desmond were talking about this yesterday, to have grown up in an era where everything is connected. You always had high-speed internet. You always had a phone. You always had information at your fingertips. When people my age had to go to an encyclopedia, and then current events weren't even there. You had to wait till the end of the year to get a yearbook to tell you what happened. Those days are long gone. But it seems like with information at everybody's fingertips, everybody is getting more ignorant. Like they're taking knowledge for granted, not exercising their minds and feeling like there's a connection. Oh God, man, I made this post, but nobody liked it. So do I not have any friends? Does nobody care about me? Well, that's a sad way to live, like super sad. I've been working on this one for a long time. How do you build bridges? I'm gonna give you all a quick example, a personal example. One of my father, me and my father go through periods of not talking for years, not really for any particular reason. We just don't reach out to each other. And he's a fun guy, he's funny. Never an in-depth conversation ever, which irritates me as a person who wants that deeper connection. Well, he just randomly started texting me every morning about a week ago. Every morning, good morning, son. I was like, what the hell is this? Like it felt weird, but I liked it. You know, I'm like, this is okay, this is weird, but I like it. And so I told him. I called him and told him after about a week. I was like, hey, Pops, I don't know what's gotten into you, but I appreciate you reaching out. And I think just the act of me calling him and telling him I appreciated it helps build a bridge. It helps build a bridge. Maybe we're not going to be sitting around talking about why Socrates drank the Kool-Aid. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't know if we're going to be doing that. I don't know if we're going to talk about interpersonal relationships, but it is nice to be able to say, hey, Dad, how are you today? Maybe that's all I'll ever have from it. But it would never be that way if we didn't try to mend that bridge. It just takes one step at a time. Everything is one step at a time. So if we just have these walls around us, they enslave us. If we go around sitting, no, hell, like Ricky does all the time. He is great talking to everybody for a second, then he has these big walls around him, has to run out. What do walls get us? They get us isolation, loneliness, frustration. We feel like we can't trust or talk to anybody. Everybody sucks. Screw everybody. But is that really how to live? Man, you just... I almost cussed. Thank y'all for being my support. Thank y'all. The cost of connection. I don't know. What does it cost for me and Jim to hang out, you know, once every week and a half? You know, what does it cost for me and you to go see each other? Or me and Desmond and Twan and everybody? Me and Dean hang out almost every day. What's the cost of not doing it? What is the opportunity cost? Well, I miss out on a deeper connection. Even if that friend betrayed me somehow or used me, stole money, or didn't appreciate gifts, or didn't appreciate going out of my way to help them, what have I really lost? I haven't lost anything. I've only enhanced my ability and your ability, if y'all do the same, to know how to better do it next time. Because they're always good people. It's just like Wayne being in insurance. You're going to hear so many no's. You're going to hear 10 no's before you hear the yes. So yeah, there might be 10 crappy people, fine. But then there's that 11th, and that's the one I can help, and we become friends. And I don't even have to help them. Maybe they help me because we just laugh and joke together. Maybe I'm down and irritated for the day. You know, I don't know. It cost us getting over our fear, which is painful. It's painful. It's painful being brutally honest. You know, everybody here, most people here have never, a couple of friends just come. But outside of that, everybody was a stranger. Jim was a stranger to me. Now we're friends. First time I ever met Ricky, total stranger. Same way with Randall. Same way with all of y'all. The first time I ever met Jacob, he's waiting on me at the Petroleum Club. First thing I say to him, he shakes my hand and he's looking off doing some ridiculous crap. And I'm like, dude, when you shake somebody's hand, you look them square in the eye. It's the first time we had a conversation. Nobody ever told him that before. And I don't have to know him. I don't even know if we were ever going to be friends or even like the kid. I didn't know if I'd like him. My first impression was, damn, dude, look me in the eye when you shake my hand. Nobody's told him. But now we're close. Me and Jacob have been close for almost a year now. He's my buddy. I feel like I could call on Jacob anytime if I needed something he could help with. I think that's true. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. But I'm willing to take that risk. I'm willing to live and dare myself to love and trust. Because without it, how miserable am I? I mean, I'm just miserable without it. If you're talking and I interrupt you without you telling me, like me and Dean do this together a lot. Like I'll think Dean is finished with a sentence, so I'll say something, and then vice versa. And then we'll have to, and I catch it, I don't know if we really call it out so much, but one of us will say, oh yeah, and get right back to the topic because we got off, because one of us would have interrupted each other. But we catch it, and we've gotten better at it over time, really listening to what the other is saying. Now my good friend Ricky back there, he's not good at it at all. But he tries to work on it, I can tell sometimes. And that's progress. And that's what friends do. That's why we're all together. That's why we come together, so we can say, hey, man, it would be great if we could have a conversation and you would just stop thinking about what you're going to say next and just be my friend and listen to what I'm saying. That's hard for most people to do. Because you're talking and all of a sudden they're going, oh God, I got to say this, I got to say that. No, just shut up. Just listen, be a friend. Just listen. If you cannot listen to somebody else, how can you ever expect anybody to listen to you? They're not. They're never going to listen to you. And you can't build trust if you can't practice listening. You just can't. And we've all been burned. It's just burned. Oh God, who was the guy we helped, me and you, Randall? Wayne, we helped this guy, right? I was burned by him. He was crazy. Crazy. So what? Just so what? Who cares? If the guy would have turned out to being able to help himself, that would have been a home run. I would have never known had we had not helped him. Just wouldn't have known. And then what if he did? Then what sort of huge benefit would that have been? Not only to us, but the whole group. Dude, I am so high-fiving you right now. You are a man. Good job. I think we should all consider when we make quick judgments of people. You know, like Megan, if she's at her new job tomorrow and she starts making quick judgments, like, oh God, I thought this was going to be better than what it is. Oh God, this is way better than the next day. Oh God, that person was rude. Maybe just calm out, just chill out. Just take a breath, like, hey, it's all okay. Nobody's out to get me. Everybody's living in their own mind and they don't give two craps about you. For the most part, until you start building real relationships. Real relationships. Like I like what Mario said, not trashy hoes. It's true. Depends who you are. And it takes courage. It takes courage to be seen. It takes courage to listen. It takes courage to reach out. It takes courage to tear down those walls. It takes courage. And I don't mean being seen by making dumbass Facebook posts or, just stupid stuff. They're like, oh, hey, look at me. Oh, look. Come on now. Truly being vulnerable. And that is really, really risky for a man because you always want to seem tough. I'm the tough guy. You want some of me, Desmond? Come on, let's go out back. You ready, punk? That's the way guys are, right? Like, at least we think we are. Tawan's a boxer. He probably thinks that all the time, everywhere he goes. I'm not talking about being seen like that either. I'm talking about, I'll give you an example. Courage to be able to tell all of you, my friends, most of y'all are my friends. My dad reached out. It meant a lot to me. Y'all would have never, ever known that before. We would have never had. Now, if that ever comes up in conversation, it's something we can talk about. If I'm not vulnerable enough to share it, then I can't ever get any feedback or advice or any suggestions or any kind of growth at all. So we all wear these masks and we hide behind them. But I'm going to tell you, masks are good in some cases. They're not always bad. In the spiritual community and these spiritualists around the world will say, oh, everybody just take off your mask. I don't know. I don't know if that's all the way true. I don't think so. I don't think there is something to fake it until you make it. There is that. Some people have faked being sober until they became sober. Some people have faked being wealthy until they became wealthy. I faked being a builder until I started building stuff everywhere. That's a fact. I didn't know anything. Zero. Somehow I did it. I faked it. I was wearing a mask. It wasn't that I was trying to con anybody. It was just I was trying to study and hurry and insecure. Sometimes you got to do that. Just not do it in a negative, horrible, harmful way. Do it in a way that is lifting you up and helping you break a bad pattern. and finding your tribe, baby. I'm going to tell you what, y'all, Sundays have been the most important thing in my life ever. I've been doing this for over 7 years, and people have come and people have gone, and the art of communication, people getting little squabbles amongst themselves, and they don't come back, and then there's new people that come, and then people will come once, and then don't see them for 6 months, and it just ebbs and flows. And then people have heard about our fight with the government, and that scared half or more than everybody away. Oh, y'all must be crazy. No, that's definitely not true. All you got to do is go back and watch that video of the tyrannical Mr. Flowers and all of those tyrants. We have to have a tribe. If we don't have people we can contact, if I don't have somebody that I can rely on, I don't know, a bunch of you people are not married. Like I have Jill, I can rely on Jill to talk to. She says I don't talk to her enough, but I don't know if that's true. To me, I feel like I do. I feel like I've gotten everything off my chest. Maybe she has more she needs to tell me and I'm not a good listener. Maybe that's something I need to work on. Maybe. But I wouldn't know any of these things and we wouldn't know stuff about each other if we didn't call each other out. And I think calling each other out is important. Like I've called Randall out a couple of times lately and I'm like, dude, why are you being an inconsiderate prick? I mean, that's what my first thought. I'm like, geez. But he's my friend. I don't just go, I'm not thinking, I hate you, Randall. I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking, geez, how do I communicate better? And how do I get him to listen? I don't know. I don't know. It's a day-by-day thing. And then I think as friends, I mean, you can feel, I think if you are not in the markets in any way and you don't understand what's happening, Friday was such a massive deal in the markets that you could feel it. I had people saying things like they felt the stress of the world Friday. And they had no idea. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars were lost on Friday. Silver and gold plummeted. People lost a lot. They lost a lot. But if you're in the markets and you think, oh, well, hey, I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to do these things, I want to do stuff. How do you do that if you don't have a tribe and you're not cultivating real relationships? How are you not? Because we were talking, I don't know if it was last week before, where do you put your cash that is being devalued every single day? Where do you put it? Do you just leave it in a savings account and lose money? Even with a 6% interest rate, you're not beating inflation. I don't care what they say. Prices have doubled and everybody knows it. You have to be kind of stupid not to see it. What do you do? Who do you talk to? Do you trust a broker that just wants commissions? I don't know. Like having a tribe with a bunch of different experience can help us filter out things better for ourselves. I don't know. And strength in numbers. I remember, was it Genghis Khan or, I forget, where his mother said, he broke an arrow, and then she says, grab all the arrows and put them together, and now try to break those. He couldn't do it. It's easy to rip one piece of paper, but try to grab the phone book. Well, these kids don't even know what a phone book is. Try to get a dictionary. Probably don't know what that is either. You rip the sheet of paper. Try to rip one of those in half. There's strength in numbers. There are strength in numbers. And you got to have it manageable, is what I was looking directly at Jim, mentioning this. You can have too many friends. You can. You can have too many. You got to have enough where you can manage it. You can talk to them. I can reach out to Mario. I can reach out to Kyle, and have some depth. Now that whole outside network is really important too, but they're not deep friends. So don't try to be friends with everybody because it's impossible. You'll be cheating yourself and them, and it'll be really fake. That's why I like our smaller group, because it allows some real connection. Small group doing large things, as me and Jacob like to say. If you like this content and it really helps you as a person, then you'll really love the No BS Path to Enlightenment, because it's really no BS and it supports our work here and it will support you. Go get it in the link below. And just trust, use it as a gift to yourself. We can all make our life better by just going out of our way. Like all of y'all went out of y'all's way to come here today. Like that's a big deal in life. Like it's a big deal, because now all of y'all have telegraphed without saying a word, hey, he felt like this was so important. It came out of his way. I want to get to know that person better. I want to get to know Wayne. I heard Wayne sells insurance. I need a better deal. I wonder if he can help me or if he can give me some advice. I heard Ricky knows how to do X, Y, and Z. Let me go ask Ricky. Here, Jacobson can construction. Maybe he can give me an idea on how to do something. Dean knows how to cook. Hey, Dean, I'm trying to figure out this recipe. Can you help me? You know, like all these things. Like, I'm not going to ask him that question ever, but there could be somebody else that would. You can't do it if you don't have a good tribe to call on. You just don't. The journey starts right now with us. Right now. Every day. Every time we feel like we're a little lost, we have a question, we're confused. I mean, one of my favorite things in the world is to sit around with a bunch of y'all and smoke cigars. They're like the most spiritual thing I've ever done in my life, and I've done it almost the entirety of my life. It's my soul going out into the universe, reverberating back to me. It's the way it's always been. It's the way it always will be. And I wouldn't be able to do that if y'all didn't start trusting me. And then that allows me to start trusting y'all. I don't know. I love it. So anyway, I just say I had to block that little part out, and I'm not going to cuss because I promised I wouldn't. But, you know, F it. Let's just dare. Let's dare to be different. All you people at home that message me, send me direct messages. What y'all do? Hey, I can't wait. I love what y'all are doing. Come out. I'm going to come out. Just do it. I dare you. See if you can make a new friend. A triple double dog dare you, punk. I'm just kidding. You know, just come out. Have a good time. See if this is what's for you. And let's just show our true colors. Let's be ourselves. And I don't mean true colors like, you know what I mean, right? I hope y'all know what I mean. I mean your true colors, like you don't, not the brainwashed person. I mean like who you are, how you're feeling. What are you thinking? Let's participate. I think, and I know from my experience, that our lives are better if we communicate with the people we want to be friends with. If we make the effort. Like Megan's been making the effort for a little over a year now to come out here. And I bet sometimes it's not easy. And I bet sometimes it's very rewarding. But she knows for a fact she has a group here she can call on if she's in a bind. Like, that's a fact. And she knows she's going to get some blunt language too, talk back to her. You know, like a couple of weeks ago. Megan, stop doing what you're doing. Go put in applications. Don't stop. Just do it. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Go do it. You know, nobody wants to hear that when they're stressed out and worried how they're going to pay their bills. Guess what? It just paid off. It just paid off. So with that, if y'all are wanting a place to connect, if y'all like this kind of message, I forgot to ask earlier, did y'all like the video topic the other day? And if y'all haven't seen it, go back and look about the things we've been lied to. Because I have a lot more about that I wanted to explore next week, like a lot more, that is way more mind-bending. And I'd like to do that if that's all right with you for next week. All right, perfect. Well, we're going to go a lot deeper into that next week because it is fascinating. And if y'all like that, and y'all go check out that other video I'm talking about, and come out. And like right now, we're fixing to turn this camera off. We're going to all sit over here and meditate for 10, 15 minutes and do some breath work. And then go take care of some chickens and connect to nature. So if that appeals to you, come out. See you. Thank y'all for joining.